York was a single father raising his fifth-grade son, Willie. After long days at work, York loved to unwind by watching variety shows on TV. Willie often joined him, laughing along with his dad at the hosts and their jokes. One evening after dinner, they sat at the kitchen table doing homework when Willie started telling York about his school day. "Dad, there's this new kid in class," Willie said with a smirk. "His ears stick out so much he looks like a taxicab with both doors open." York chuckled initially, but his smile quickly faded when Willie continued. "And guess what? Tommy told me that the new kid's parents got divorced because his dad lost all their money gambling. Everyone's talking about it." York put down his coffee cup. "Willie, how would you feel if someone talked about you that way?" Willie shrugged. "It's just jokes, Dad. It's funny, like on Celebrity Spotlight when they make fun of that actor's big nose." York felt a cold realization wash over him. The variety shows they watched regularly featured hosts who mocked guests' appearances and discussed celebrities' personal problems for entertainment. Without meaning to, he had been teaching his son that ridiculing others was acceptable. "Willie, we need to talk," York said seriously. "What you're saying about your new classmate isn't just jokes. It's hurtful." "But the TV hosts do it all the time, and everyone laughs," Willie protested. "That doesn't make it right," York replied. "Just because someone is on TV doesn't mean their behavior is good. Those hosts get paid to create drama and excitement, but real relationships don't work that way." Willie looked confused. "So it's okay for them but not for me?" "It's not okay for anyone," York explained. "I've been wrong to watch those shows without thinking about what they teach. How do you think that new boy feels when people laugh at his ears or talk about his parents?" Willie looked down at his hands. "Probably bad. Everyone deserves respect, Willie. Would you want classmates talking about our family problems behind your back?" Willie shook his head. "No. When we talk about others' private lives or make fun of how they look, we hurt them. That's not the kind of person I want you to be, and it's not the kind of person I want to be either." The next day, York came home with a surprise. He had stopped by the library and borrowed several documentaries about animals, space, and history. "I thought we could try something different tonight," he told Willie. As they watched a fascinating program about ocean life, Willie's eyes widened at footage of colorful coral reefs and mysterious deep-sea creatures. "This is actually pretty cool, Dad," he admitted. Over the following weeks, they explored educational shows about dinosaurs, ancient civilizations, and wilderness adventures. York noticed that their conversations had changed, too. Instead of gossip, they discussed interesting facts they'd learned. One night, Willie said, "Dad, remember that new kid I told you about? His name is Sam. I talked to him at lunch today. He knows everything about sharks. He said his uncle works at the aquarium." York smiled. "That sounds interesting. Maybe we could invite him over sometime to watch that shark documentary with us." Willie nodded enthusiastically. "Yeah, and guess what? I told the other guys to stop talking about his parents. It's not their business." York felt pride swell in his chest. "I'm proud of you, son." That took courage. 2 months later, York received a call from Willie's teacher. She wanted to let him know that Willie had stood up for a classmate who was being teased and had become a positive influence in the classroom. That evening, York and Willie sat on their couch watching a documentary about space exploration. "You know," York said, "we learn from everything we see and hear. What we choose to watch and listen to shapes who we become. I'm sorry I didn't realize that sooner." Willie leaned against his father's shoulder. "It's okay, Dad. We're learning together." As stars filled their television screen, York reflected on how a simple change in their viewing habits had transformed not just his son's behavior, but his own. The entertainment we choose doesn't just fill our time. It helps form our values and teaches us how to treat others. The most important rating for any show isn't its popularity, but how it influences us to be better human beings. 单字 unwind 放松 verb to relax and allow your mind to be free from worry after a period of work or some other activity that has made you worried. Chuckle 轻声笑 verb to laugh quietly, enthusiastically. 激动的 adverb in a way that shows enthusiasm.